We're here. We're on the beautiful porch. We're thinking about doing a studio. Do we do a studio? Do we stay on the porch? I don't know. Does the porch make us look like we can't afford a studio?
I think people like the porch.
I know. I don't know. It's, everyone else has a studio. People message me. They're like, everybody else has a studio. Why don't you have a studio? And I can't give them an answer to that. And I'm like, well, I like being on the porch.
Yeah.
So weigh in out there, studio or porch. Should we get a studio or should we do a porch? Should we show up, fight Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen, and then take over their studio? Because we will do that physically.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a battle of wits. I'm talking about we go in their studio and fight them.
Okay, really? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to send me first and then see how it goes?
You're going to do a lot of the heavy lifting up front.
Throw me at them?
As the Marines would do. I'm in a tactical. I will fall back. I'm going to judge your progress and then assess what's going on.
Okay.
I believe this. I think I would lose a fight. If me and Brendan Schaub fought, I would lose.
I think so, too.
Yeah. Would you lose?
I think I would as well.
Well, we'll shoot him.
That's true.
We'll have to kill him with a weapon,
yeah.
I guess.
Who cares about,
and take
martial
over
arts?
their studio. Theo would be a little bit more of a fair fight, but he might still win because he's got that
He's
swamp.
got the southern.
Yeah, he'll find a way to
wrestling
get in there.
gators.
Yeah,
and
no,
he
he'll.
knows.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein for the whole episode. I know that people don't like people. A lot of people love it. By the way, some people love it. They don't want anything else. Some people right now are in like hog heaven with this story and they don't want to talk about anything else. They're just fucking in. They're happy. They're bringing it up at like family barbecues. They're sitting there. But I get that it gets a lot, but it's just funny to me. It's funny to me because a friend of mine said to me recently, he's like, we got to talk about other stuff. You got to talk about other, and it's like, you have two presidents, two American presidents that are eerily close to a guy who's running an international human trafficking ring. And people are like, but you know what? You got to talk about other stuff. You can't spend all your time on it. It would be like going to Thanksgiving dinner. Your brother is being murdered in the kitchen. Your sister's being raped in the bathroom. And you're like, I get it, but can we have dessert? I want to have pie. I like pie. I don't understand. So then I had to explain to this friend why it's bad that the president might be involved with the human trafficking ring. You have to explain. You do have to explain it to people in this country. You do have to sit down and go, this is not good. And here's why you should care that we might be run by some very, very bad people. You got to break it down for them. Because it's not obvious to most people walking around why it should affect them.
Yeah.
Why the abuse of children should affect that. They don't get it. They're walking around like, I don't understand. But what does this have to do with, especially in LA, everything's about them. Like, it's about me. It's about me and I want to just manifest the life that I want.
Right.
Like I was talking to somebody the other day in Manhattan. I'm like, it's getting bad. And we're standing in the middle of Manhattan. They're like, no, I think it's good, dude. Things aren't that bad. I'm like, we're in the middle of the wealthiest city in the country. We're in the middle of it. Outside of this city, people are crawling on the street. They're living in tents. They're gnawing each other's flesh off.
Yeah.
Just a few miles away. And people are like, I think it's fine. I think you got to relax. But it's LA. People don't want to talk. People want to do yoga. They want to eat avocado toast. You want to talk about avocados and dating. Everybody loves dating. There's a lot of dating podcasts. Dating's very complex and interesting.
Right.
Because there's a certain type of woman out there. She's got a few pounds on. She lives in a major city. Maybe she celebrates Hanukkah. And this type of woman has had a cushy life. And her only real challenge, maybe other than like dyslexia or something, is finding a guy to fuck. She wants a Prince Charming to put his dick in her, and they're going to have babies. And her entire life, from when she fucking gets wet for the first time till she traps one of these poor losers, is about stalking and finding this guy. And she needs podcasts about it. And it's everything. It's Friday night to go out, Saturday night to go out. They got to find the guy. They got to get him. And then Sunday, they go out and dash. What was they like? And then so there's got to be podcasts that break down every millisecond of this interaction because it's fascinating. And that's what really does well.
Yeah.
What really does well is if you can, when do you text? Do you text? What do you text? When do you text? What do you text? When you meet the parent, what's it like? Now, people say to me, oh, fuck you, Tim. You blow people in hotel rooms. You get prostitutes. Yeah. And so you don't understand why dating's important. You don't give a fuck about your family or their approval. You don't live a wholesome life. Yeah, fine. Okay. Correct. But still, enough with the dating all the time. I get that I understand that certain people need it more than I do.
Right.
I understand trying to suck off some financially desperate kid at NYU and then buy him fucking, a fillet of salmon so I can put my tongue in his ass is not. I get a lot of people are like, oh, we're in a different world. Like, we want to have a good life. Okay. But enough with you're in your mid 30s and you can't find someone and enough with that. Opposite. I did that Wix ad about opposites. I was like, good is bad now. People don't realize good is bad.
Uh-huh.
Like, fat is now thin. And I said that in the Wix ad. The energy that used to come with being thin now comes with being fat.
Mm-hmm. Like,
when you were thin, people used to be like, yes, bitch. Now, no one will say that if you're thin. In order to get that reaction, you have to be 300. You have to be knocking on 300 pounds to get people excited about you. People are like, yes, bitch, you go girl. You go girl used to be a hot chick in a little black dress walking around in the 80s or 90s. Now you go girl is a fucking, they got to look like Thanos, You got to look like Thanos from the Avengers if you're a woman to get a yo girl. Fat is thin. We've transferred all of the qualities from thin people to, that's why I have to lose weight because I don't want to be part of the fat.
Right. It's not cool anymore.
Fat pride movement that's happening. No, I'm abusing myself. They're like, you're perfect. I'm like, no, I hate myself and I want to die. They're like, yes, bitch. No, this is wrong and I'm killing myself. I'm wanting to kill myself. No, you're just perfect the way you are. There's no relationship between weight and health. There is. I can't breathe. There is a relationship. I mean, of course there's a relationship. All these women, you hear them, these big beasts, and they sit down, they can't even breathe, and they're like, you're not my doctor. Don't tell me what I should be. They're like, okay. If you need, go get a potato and put a Marlboro Light in its mouth and watch that and then press play on your phone.